Let's bring in Gristedes and Agostino's Foods CEO, John Catsimatidis. John, good afternoon to you. Look, you say we could see more meat and egg shortages as a result of the supply chain crisis. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. Over the next 30 to 60 days, as Omicron is building up and people are staying home for 5 or 10 days, depending on which city in our country, depending on which state we're in, there could be anywhere from 20% to 50% of warehouse workers not showing up, truck drivers not showing up, loaders of the trucks not showing up, and a combination of people not showing up, people staying home because they were getting paid to stay home, and a combination of the increase. You got oil over $80 a barrel again. The cost of transportation, that is what's causing the crisis in our stores and in our cities, depending on which region in our country you're in. And I had said the other day, Neil, and we talked about it, that if we turned on the gasoline and the crude oil from Canada and from Alaska, I bet you the crude oil will go down to $55, $60 a barrel in the next 60, 90 days. That will solve the inflation problem. So if we get rid of the Omicron next 60 days and solve the problem of getting enough crude oil in our country, we can solve the problem in 60 to 90 days. You just need smarter people in Washington.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen, John. I hate to tell you, but that's very unlikely at this point. So the question being is, how long do you think these disruptions will continue, both to the supplies you're getting and also the worker shortage, which you just described?
The worker shortage, because of Omicron, should go away next 60 days. And if that goes away, if there's no, what's the next number after Omicron? You know, MNOP. Poketron. If there's no other, that's a Popocron. If there's no other diseases, I think the problem will be solved in the next 60 days as far as labor shortages of people not coming to work. As long as the government doesn't say, let's pay everybody to stay home again. You know, you can't pay people to stay home.
You can't. No. Have you had to pay workers extra perks and rewards to get them to, take the job with you or stay on the job?
We are always worried about our employees. We worry about we have a sick out of about a low number in New York, only less than 10%.
Right. Okay. Listen, I want to get into this issue. We just showed a poster on the screen.
All we have to do is fix it.
Just have to fix it. But I want to get onto this issue quickly, John. You're offering a $10,000 reward to help find the killer of a 19-year-old Burger King cashier by the name of Crystal Bayron-Nieves. This poor young girl had been on the job 3 weeks when she was shot and killed. Just a horrible story.
I had tears in my eyes. And nobody has the courage to stand up. American people have to have the courage to stand up and say, we're going to pay enough that your own grandmother is going to turn you in. And that's what it comes down to. And we need law and order in our country. And look, taxes, everything can be worked out. But we need law and order in our country, and people have to stand up and say to the politicians, are you pro-criminal? Are you pro-law and order? And if everybody stands up and does that, then there'll be a better country to live in again.
Well, we live in hope, John. Thank you for joining us today. And by the way, that robber who fatally shot that young girl, she was already, she already gave him $100. I have no idea. It's just crime in the city. We've got to get tough. To your point, John, we're out of time. But thank you very much for that, and also for offering that reward in that case. Thank you very much.